Welcome home, you go.
Morning everyone, today is the day. If you thought I was excited to be back on City Walk and Islands last night, then today's going to take it to a whole another level. So yeah, heading to Epic Universe, Stellanova behind, first night there last night, and yeah, decent hotel, I'm liking what I've seen so far. I did the room tour in the travel day vlog, so hopefully you guys have already seen that one. So far so good. I'll share my full thoughts upon checkout when we head to Cabana Bay, but we've got a few things to do at Epic before then. So just on the walkway, I've started a stopwatch now to give you guys an idea of how close it is. To be honest with you, I've been awake for almost 6 hours at this point, and I've already done this walk this morning, just to kind of find out where I needed to go, get a sense for how long it was going to take. Also been for a run around the car park at Epic Universe, because why not? When you've got jet lag and you're going to crash at about 1 PM as it is, why not go for a quick run as well? So as I mentioned before, I'm going to do a couple of vlogs at Epic Universe. So this one is going to be a little bit more spoiler free. So what I mean by that is I'm still going to show the lands, I'm still going to show the food, I'm still going to give you very high level my thoughts of the rides, but there's not going to be any cues, there's not going to be anything specific about what goes on at the rides. Yeah, I just don't want to spoil anything for you guys, but hopefully give you a bit of a taste of what it's going to be like. But I'm sure we're going to have a really good day anyway. So I'll catch up with you when we get into the entrance. It's 12 minutes past 8 at the minute. Buses don't start running till 9. Early park starts at 10 and main admission at 11. So should hopefully be somewhere near the front of the line. So just coming to the bus drop off now. 7 minutes into the walk, so I think by the time you actually sit down at Stellanova, you set off, you park up, it's probably going to be at least 7 minutes. So for me, I would walk if you're staying at this resort. Got Nintendo there in the show building just behind, and I think that's where we're going to start early park admission. I think go into Nintendo and straight for Donkey Kong, because I think that's one of the rides, especially in early park admission, that's getting a really long wait. After that, make a decision in terms of Mario Kart, or come out and do Stardust. And I've heard the green, which is the right side of Stardust, is a lot better. So my plan is to do the left in yellow, at least that way then it can only improve, as opposed to if I did green first then yellow, it might seem a little bit of a come down. So yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully enough recordings to make a vlog out of this one, but I'm sure you can appreciate today's priority is more just about exploring for myself, getting on lots of rides and just taking it in for the first time. And then tomorrow have a little bit more content. A few people starting to arrive now, so let's go see what the queues look like. Welcome to Epic Universe. And time wise, just under 10 minutes. So it looks like security isn't open yet, which is what this initial queue's for. And then after security, that's where the turnstiles are. So a little bit of a queue here, probably a little bit busier than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, let's see what time these open. And still got about an hour and a half or so till early park admission actually begins. Here we go. Managed to pick the wrong line. People needing to scan the tickets because photo recognition wasn't working. But we're in. 9:30 now. I don't know whether they're going to hold people for early park admission or not. But let's go to Nintendo and find out. Fast walking, Jay. Is this allowed? Fast as my little legs will go. Here's Celestial Park. And it looks absolutely beautiful. Wow. Helios Grand. And Nintendo.
Yeah. Well, that's what the guy said.
Right guys, we're in. It is 9:53. Into the first portal we go. Hopefully Donkey Kong's open, showing us down at the minute. If you've got a pram, there is a lift to the right hand side. There's the sounds. Right, ready for the big reveal. Big Nintendo fan. This is amazing. Right, 15 minutes. Let's give it a go if Donkey Kong's closed. Right, going for single rider. Well, I'm not going to show much of the queue anyway, so next time let's do single rider. So good luck. Right, single rider line. It's about 7 or 8 people ahead. So hopefully it'll be pretty quick. But yeah, even in single rider, there are quite a few things to see. So purposely not showing you, because this is the one, like I say, it is mainly spoiler free. But right, I think we are pretty much ready to get on. So 9:56, I'd say that's a walk on. Exit into the gift shop. I don't really know what that was, to be honest. I don't know what I've just experienced. I think you have to probably ride that one 2 or 3 times to get the hang of it. I think it was fine. I don't think it's going to be my favourite ride by any stretch of the imagination, but it was fine. I think Joey would enjoy it as well. But as you can see now, the queue is huge and out the door. So I'm just gonna have a quick look around, maybe go on Yoshi's. Donkey Kong is still down, so let's have a look what the way it is for Yoshi. And then we'll go from there. I already got lost. So apparently Yoshi is downstairs. So...
a little better than happy birthday. Oh yeah!
Wow. This land is so energetic. There's so much going on. Wow. I say if you're a big Nintendo fan, and I'm a Nintendo fan, I'm gonna only get bigger as the Switch 2 comes out next month. But yeah, this land I think everybody will love. But yeah, especially if you're a Nintendo fan, this is gonna be next year for you. Coastal Cafe. Yoshi's Adventure's gone to a 30-minute wait, which, to be honest, I'm not willing to wait for. I'd rather just have a wander around, go see what's happening at the front of Donkey Kong. No band this trip, maybe next time. I think we just need to concentrate a little bit more on rides and exploring this time round than the band. But wow, Donkey Kong looks good as well. Now this is the ride where I think it's at, especially the first time you ride it, and I would have loved to have ridden it with Joey. I think I'll give that one to Victoria now so they can experience it together. But wow, all self-contained as well. Guessing that's a meet and greet over there, all the bananas. And I might be experiencing it for the first time with Joey, but unfortunately it's closed all day. So fingers crossed it'll be back tomorrow, but obviously these things can happen in technical rehearsals before the park's open, but yeah, a little bit disappointing all the same. So I think now might be a good time to head towards Stardust, maybe pick up a freestyle cup. And yeah, let's go ride some more rides. Walking past the carousel, advertised as 20-minute wait. From what I've heard, that one's a lot better to do at night with the effects. But as you can imagine, with Donkey Kong being down, and unfortunately Stardust is down at the minute, but hopefully only temporary, waits are quite large for lots of different things. So we're going to head over towards Stardust now, and hopefully be able to catch it just as it's opening. Absolutely beautiful park. Lots of flowers, lots of trees. Yeah, nice park to explore, I think. But I want to ride some rides first. The queue for Stardust is down here by the Ministry. So the entrance to the park is right down there. Carousel, you can see Nintendo. Let's go see what's going on. Can't see any coasters going around the track testing, so clearly not a good sign for it opening up imminently. But we'll hang around here for a little bit, I think. And Harry Potter's just down there. Okay, Ministry Magic, just walked past a sign, and that's not going to be open until at least 3 o'clock today. So, not going well, unfortunately. Let's try to get a freestyle cup, brighten the day up a little bit. But yeah, I'm not sure how many rides are actually going to get done today. And obviously it's going to be really busy if the rides that are open have got to handle all the same crowds. So, yeah, let's see. Okay, so we got the goods. Pretty decent cup as well. So just outside Isle of Burke now. I think the plan is going to be wait here, and then if Stardust comes up, I'll run to Stardust, but otherwise, yeah, might as well try and do Hiccups Wing Gliders, which again is quite high up on the list of things I want to do. You can see there's the main loads of guests waiting to come in. Wrong way we're in. 10:58. So pretty much bang on the schedule time.
Game's beginning.
We are in the mad rush that said don't run. We'll see how that goes. Oh, they've got the music. They have got the music. Oh. Well, the first hour hasn't really gone to plan, but now we're here. Suddenly the smile's back, the excitement's back. Right, let's go ride Hiccups. Ask for the front row, and I've got it, so yeah, don't be afraid to ask. That's what's the worst that can happen, to say no, but yeah, because of it I've gone from row 6, row 7 to row 1. Well, that was really good, but shambles at the same time. So we got on, we got evacuated, we hung around for 20-25 minutes, and yeah, there was no audio. There was a bit of a rollback, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but they said we can re-ride again, so let's give it another go. Fingers crossed for round 2. Okay, so lockers here, you can either scan with your ticket or you can do facial recognition. That looks like me, and there we go. But that second ride, honestly, so good. To be, obviously it was frustrating that it's taken well over an hour, what should have been a 35-minute ride, but getting 2 rides in at least makes it a bit more worthwhile. And the smile is well and truly back on my face. And I know Joey's going to absolutely love that. And I think I absolutely love it, to be honest. Glad I've got this shirt now. Could have gone the wrong way, but so good. So going to head now, get a mobile order, which I should have picked up a while ago. Mac and cheese cone, went for the chicken. I'll show you guys and let you know how it is. Yeah, so got the mac and cheese, went for the one with chicken. Looks pretty decent. Let's see how it tastes.
That's why all your body parts are attached. Leave everything behind.
Tastes good. It's a bit cold. Very cold. Right, let's take this back. Oh, that's not going well. Well, that was terrible. So went, said it was cold, asked for a fresh one, got another cold one, and then the third one was warm enough. So it was pretty tasty. I went for the chicken one, it's got a little bit of spice to it, so you know it was decent, but yeah, they've obviously tried to increase the crowds to stress test things, but the rides certainly can't handle it. Sounds like the food can't handle it, so obviously I'm hoping we'll have a much better afternoon, but right now I'm kind of feeling for the people that are going to be here on opening day, because when the crowds are 2-3 times the amount they are now, yeah, I don't know how they are going to cope. But right, so Stardust was testing, but it seems like it's not testing anymore, unfortunately. So I'm going to head that way now, and then maybe head to Monsters, see what's going on over there. As you can see, the weights aren't looking particularly great. Stardust is very much still down. Like I said, I did see them testing a couple of times, but they seem to have stopped, which is clearly not a good sign. Oh yeah, of all the rides, Stardust has been one that has been fairly reliable from what I've seen, so I think the fact that's down just probably sums up the day. And then throwing the heat on top, I think a lot of people are struggling. Thought I'd come into the Wizarding World, take a quick look and potentially do the show. And unfortunately the show's down and delayed as well. So we've got Main Street Magic down there, that's closed till at least 3 PM. We've got the show here, unfortunately that's delayed. And that's literally all there is to do in this land if you haven't got a wand and you want to go do the windows. One show, one attraction, but unfortunately both are down. The land, however, is stunning. The actual scale is unlike anything else, and it's really, really impressive actually. So I was probably a little bit of Potter fatigued, so I had this one I think in the number 4 space of my hype list. But actually just to walk around, it's off the scale to be honest with you. Whereas Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley are quite compact, this one is huge. Time to enter the last land. Monsters is currently at a 90-minute wait, which isn't something that I'd want to wait that long for, but I think otherwise all I'm going to be doing is just walking around, not doing a lot. So I'm going to jump in the queue. Heard really good things about this ride, and hopefully it lives up to it. Feels like a spooky little town. So whereas Harry Potter was really big, this one seems a little bit closer, a little bit more compact. But I can imagine once it gets dark, this is the place to be. Theming is on point yet again in this land. That's what I can say about every land I've been in so far. But that's Celestial Park, Nintendo, How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, Harry Potter, oh now Monsters is spot on. Steakhouse over there. Curse of the Werewolf somewhere over here I'm guessing. See the ride just sticking out. That one was about an hour wait. Or about 15-20 minute sort of wait ride I think for me. But here we are, here's the main attraction this land. Just come down to an 80-minute wait, so let's give it a go. Okay, and the right hand side of the entrance is single riders, which to be honest I don't even think about, so that could be a win. Because I do really want to see the queue, but maybe if I do the queue it's like 30-45 minutes or so, it'll be a little bit easier to bear. So okay, it's 12:47 now. Let's see how we get on. That was good. Again, spoiler free, so I'm not going to go into any details, but that was good. Great addition to the park, that one. And it took all of 13 minutes. So I went past the single rider lock as I was about to get my my bottle out. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go around again. So 13:06. Let's see how we get on. Now that is a good ride. So second ride was about 20 minutes, I think. So again, not bad at all. So much going on. Like I say, I'm not going to get into any details. Not my number 1 ride for today, but definitely beats Mario. So I'm going to head this way now, just explore a little bit. I think the windmill's down here, so have a look at that. But again, I think one more to see at night time. Don't know if there's any characters out in the day, to be honest. It's like low 30s, but it feels absolutely roasting, so it wouldn't surprise me if there's nobody out. And then, yeah, we'll see. I think Stardust is still down. See what the wait's looking like. And if everything's still busy, then maybe do Nintendo again, but have a proper look around this time.
Oh, all right. Did Dr. Victoria, does she wear a cape? She sometimes wears a cape. She does sometimes wear a cape.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, let's go do the carousel. It's 10 minutes. I think Yoshi's is 45, everything else is like 65, 75. So let's go do the carousel. Let's go be that weird man on their own riding the carousel.
I need to know that deep. Let me see what's goodness I call to fill and call the word. Hold my hand.
Yeah, nice little carousel. Got a light package on it, so I can imagine at night it's even better. But yeah, good carousel. Go pretty high. Hoping that's not a spoiler. It does lift you into the air. But yeah, it was good. So it is coming up to 2 p.m. now, so we've got another hour till the Ministry virtual queues may or may not drop. So we will go check out Nintendo for a little bit, maybe FaceTime with Joey. Okay, so just refilled the Freestyle cup. In each of the lands they've got a themed drink. So I had the one from How to Train Your Dragon earlier, which was lemony, that was pretty good. This one, however, from Celestial Park, I heard a woman not being impressed with, let's say, earlier, so let's give it a go. Bit gingery. If you like ginger, then maybe this will be one for you, but otherwise maybe give it a miss. So I'm just here trying to find the Emporium now in Celestial Park, because you can, that's over there, you can get a Epic Universe poster if you're a pass holder, so I thought that'd be quite good to get. Yeah, Celestial Park looking good. So as I mentioned earlier on, I had some issues with cold food. Mentioned it to Universal and they issued me a full refund, so yeah, wasn't great. I guess that's the thing, isn't it? If something's not right, give the feedback, do it in a nice way. There's no need to be kicking and screaming, and I'm sure you'll be more than looked after. But yeah, let's see if they've got any of these posters left. And in the Emporium, they've got some Christmas decorations, because it's always Christmas in Orlando. Lots of cool merch for every land, as you'd imagine, so just like the other parks really, where there's a bit of a selection that get more things actually in the park in the designated shops. But yeah, good selection here. And I got the goods as well in terms of the poster. So let's have a quick look. Okay, you've got to open it, and I'm struggling because I'm a child. So I'll open that later on in the room and I'll show you guys at some point in a vlog. Okay, so this isn't a ride I was particularly looking forward to. Not looking forward to a 55-minute wait, but to be honest, based on how it is at the minute, it's probably the lowest it's going to get. So we're next to Stardust. If Stardust comes back up, then make a dash for it. But the fact it's been down all day and it's 3:15, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be coming back up. Maybe tomorrow we'll have better luck. Just met up with Daniela, Cameron. All tried for virtual queues yet again for Ministry of Magic. They popped up, we saw them, you know, literally milliseconds, clicking on it, clicking on later slots, trying to get those, and it's gone straight away. So again, hopefully better luck at some point. But yeah, today may not be the day. Okay, so when we were pretty near the front, they asked for a single rider, so we split up. I managed to get done, I think, in about 30 minutes or so. Yeah, about 30. I think if you do the full queue, it's probably be about 40, 45, so still less than advertised. I've got no idea how you spin those things. Now, I didn't really want to spin it too much. I at least tried. I was moving my body, I was moving the wings, and it just didn't spin whatsoever. So, no idea how that works anyway. But yeah, I'll just put a quick clip in now of what it looks like, and then work out what to do next. Okay, so another ride on Monster's just done. That one, it was advertised at 35. I'm not sure how long we actually waited, maybe 15, 20? I don't think it was that long, was it?
Tell you in a second. 24 minutes.
24 minutes. Is that to now?
No, that was to on.
Oh, it's on, okay, cool. So we waited 24 minutes, so a little bit less than the 35 advertised. Did the full queue that time, and there's so much going on in that queue. So again, no spoilers, no recordings, but it's a good queue. So if you can get it at a reasonable sort of time, definitely go for the main queue. If not, it's a really good ride for single riders. And yeah, there was no wait whatsoever if you were a single rider that time round. So heading towards Curse of the Werewolf now. I think that was about 45, 55 minutes. Again, not one that's huge on my hype list, but it'll be nice to tick another one off. And I think potentially Pete Spoon. And yeah, hopefully that lives up to all the good things I've heard. And then we've got one last chance in an hour and 20 to get the Ministry of Magic ride. I've tried, I think, 3 times so far today. Managed to see the pop-ups of the availability, but then by the time you click it, it's gone. So not holding much hope, but fingers crossed. But yeah, let's go and curse the werewolf and see if it makes me as sick as I'm worried it might do. Wait time 20 minutes. Didn't spin as much as I thought it was going to, so that's a win. A lot more intense than I thought, so that was a win. But really short. I didn't time it exactly, but yeah, that was really, really short. So yeah, probably worth it for the 20-minute wait. But yeah, it is what it is. It's nothing amazing. It fills a gap. I think I'm gonna go get some food now, and then yeah, maybe go into Harry Potter later on. So Pizza Moon is just opposite the carousel and just next to Nintendo, as you can see. So yeah, I heard really good things about this. Don't know what I'm going to order yet other than a pizza. Let's have a look at the menu. But yeah, fingers crossed it lives up to the hype. So I made it to Pizza Moon, so I ordered a pepperoni pizza, which was $17.99, and a brownie, which was a little bit more than I thought it was going to be, $11.99. So after tax came out at just under $32, which seems quite a lot for what it was. And to be honest, the menu is quite basic. From what I'd seen online, I thought they had quite a huge menu and they're going to have lots of sides and things, but there was, I think, pastas, a salad, and then 3 pizzas. So here's the brownie, which does look pretty good, to be fair. Here's the pizza, which looks pretty standard, but let's see how it tastes. Good pizza, but probably not too dissimilar to Red Oven. If anything, Red Oven's probably slightly better. So yeah, good pizza for a theme park, but it's probably not going to be the best pizza you've eaten in your life. I guess that dessert was pretty decent actually. A lot bigger than it needed to be, so I guess from a price perspective that makes a little bit more sense. I mean, I didn't need a whole pizza, and I didn't need a big brownie with Oreo dessert. But here I am, just seen that Yoshi is 10 minutes, so I'm going to quickly nip on there now hopefully, and then hopefully be done in time to not get a virtual queue. Right, here we go, back into the portal. Oosh! Okay, it's gonna go down the steps. See Yoshi's Adventure just there, behind the piranha plant. Yeah, cute little ride, great views of Nintendo Land as you would imagine, but I think unless you've got little kids who absolutely love it, it's probably going to be a one and done. Maybe once a trip if you come into Epic a few times, but yeah, don't think I'll be rushing back to that one tomorrow. Yeah, so unsurprisingly the virtual queue didn't happen. Apparently there were a few, but like literally going in and out. Could not get it to appear for me, unfortunately, so we'll try again tomorrow. So not sure if this will be the last thing that I do, or I'm sure I ride something else after. But we're now going to do the Untrainable Dragon Show, which again only heard good things about. So I'll let you know what our thoughts are, but again I won't do any recording as to not spoil anything in this vlog. But maybe in next week's vlog there might be a few clips. Okay, so spoiler-free review of How to Train Your Dragon. Really good, really good. I'm guessing it's not too much of a spoiler to say there's dragons in it, but the dragons are on point. So yeah, good show. But I still need to tweak a little bit with the audio. I think it was a little bit distorted. But yeah, really good show. Definitely check it out. And it's quite regular as well, so hopefully at some point in your day you'll have half an hour spare to go watch. My tip would be sit towards the back. There's like an upper level, so try to sit on the upper level, maybe the right hand side. Donkey Kong's obviously still down, Stardust is still down, so it's 7 PM. I think I'm going to call it a day there. From a vlog perspective, I've got no idea, trying to keep it mostly spoiler free and not talk about things, whether it's been any good or not. In terms of the day, I think the highs were very high. I think some of the lows, unfortunately, were a little bit low as well. You know, the two main rides I was looking forward to are Donkey Kong and Stardust, and the fact neither of them have been up all day is quite disappointing. You know, I've still done okay, like Monsters 3 times, obviously a win. Hiccups twice, one of them was because of a bad experience the first time round, but yeah, that ride, really good. I'd say definitely so far, Hiccups Wing Gliders is my number one from Epic Universe. Is Epic Universe my number one theme park? No. Could it be in the long run? Maybe, but I'm not overly confident that it'll ever be my favourite, to be honest. It seems a little bit small, which it probably will do in half the rides have been shut more often than not. But yeah, it's a good park. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, but unfortunately I don't think the day's lived up to quite the excitement I was hoping for. I know it's technical rehearsals, I know things go down, but from keeping an eye on wait times prior to coming out, I don't think I've seen a day quite as bad for closures and downtime that I've had today. So fingers crossed tomorrow's an even better day. Like I said, I'll be talking a little bit more spoilers, talking a little bit more about the rides. Here for early park admission again. Hopefully get on Donkey Kong first thing and then move on to Stardust. Yeah, otherwise guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. I've made it to the end, thanks so much. Please consider giving us a like, comment and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.